Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dipshika and you are watching Study with Dipshika. Today we are going to continue our series with talk with someone who really have an experience and from whom we can learn. Today I have Preetam, who is one of my senior, who is now working in a non-profit in UK, and also he have done another masters from University of SOS in Migration Studies from UK. Okay, so let's hear from him now. Okay, so we welcome you, Preetam.
Thank you so much, Dipshika, for having me, inviting me here. And I'm grateful to be part of your YouTube video.
Yeah. So, Preetam, this will be a very informal talk, and today we are here so that we can hear from you your learnings, your challenges, your experiences. Okay. The first thing I want to know is why you did an other masters and how you chose the subject, that what subject to do for your master.
Yeah, definitely. So the idea of doing another master's came into my mind when I was in Azim Premji University, Bangalore, when I intermingled with a lot of friends from different states. There I came to know about, a various perspective of strengthening the academic experiences I have. And then I started to think about why can't we do another masters, because seeing professors coming from different sorts of background, and some of them have studied from Oxford and other prestigious universities around the globe. So that ignited a spark in me. And when I saw the opportunity of a scholarship being rolled out by government of Jharkhand, which is called Marang Gomke Overseas Scholarship, I thought it's a right time for me and a great opportunity. So I quickly jumped in. And why I wanted to do another masters and how I fixed the course that I have done, basically inspired from the state where I am from, Jharkhand. And if you see Jharkhand, it is kind of very diverse, and people have a lot of challenges in terms of economic and social as well. So when you see Jharkhand, you see a lot of out migration and a lot of in migration as well. So there's a lot of people who migrate from one place to another. You in the news as well, you could able to see something or the other about migration and the people of Jharkhand going to other state to do works, and different kind of seasonal works. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do a migration, and I thought it will be a better way to understand what the dynamics is, and maybe in future I can contribute some way or the other to the migration domain of my state. So that's why I decided to do another masters. And why not PhD, why a master? It's because going through a master's route is much easier rather than doing directly a PhD. And at that time when I was in Azim Premji University, I was not so much confident of doing a PhD, and I was not ready basically. So I decided to do another masters. And the masters here in UK is generally of 1 year. So by the time you joined and get to know the other culture, 1 year is over. So yeah, it was kind of a nice decision to come here and do another masters in SOAS.
Yeah. So I think you rightly said that like the inspiration comes from our professors only. That we have really a very good professors in Azim Premji University, and they inspire us a lot. And many of the professors have done their masters from like foreign countries. So yeah, it's really inspirational, and like I'm very happy for you that you also chose the path, and really it need a very hard work for sure. Okay, so now I also want to know that why you chose London only that university only. What was special about it?
So the time when I started figuring out which course I will do and what university I choose, there was a few universities in my mind which I obviously wanted to get into, but when I gone deep into researching, I found out that the QS ranking decide like the hierarchy or the categorization of the course and the university based on different rankings. So I saw the QS ranking of SOAS. In development studies, it was world number 2, and world number 1 was Sussex. So I started applying to both the university, and fortunately I got offer letter from both the university. So the university is holding a department of development studies, ranking 1 and ranking 2. Ranking 1 was Sussex and 2 was SOAS. So I got admission offer from both the universities. The reason why I chosen SOAS because I wanted to be in London and not outside the London. Sussex is outside, and also because I already had done a master's in Azim Premji University, which was in MA, and Sussex was offering another MA, and I wanted to do MSc rather than an MA. So that's why I had chosen SOAS.
Okay, like it's really very deep, it means deep research.
Definitely, you need to figure out like what you want as a student, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to become. So I wanted to basically enjoy the city life, which is London, and also you will see a lot of people coming from different sorts of nations, and SOAS is called as the world university. So there was a lot of opportunities to learn in SOAS. That's why I've taken my decision to come here.
Okay, nice. So related to this, my next question from you is, Preetam, like if someone want to go to study abroad, then what's the very first step someone should take if they want to study abroad?
They should firstly decide in their own mind that whether it's a right thing for them to do, whether they wanted to do it, how desperately, and why so. If they can answer these questions, that means they have completed their first step of taking a final decision whether they wanted to actually do it or not. And then the second things comes like definitely what you wanted to do in masters, in which subject, in which domain. In our if you see the development studies, it's quite a very diverse domain wherein you have policy, you have livelihood, you have water, health and sanitation, you have environmental studies. So this domain is very diverse, and people need to very judicially think about which domain they wanted to choose in. And there are thousands of courses available in UK universities. So you have to think about the prospect after you complete a study, what kind of jobs you will land in, or if you wanted to do something of your own, then will that align to the specific course you are choosing. You will also have to think about the professors in the universities, like have they got experience working in South Asian countries or not, because that was one of my priority. I kind of relate to the professors, the teachings and everything. So before coming to SOAS, I started reading their papers and got to know different professors who already worked in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan and other South Asian countries. So yeah, that was one of the pointer which I looked into when I was joining SOAS. Definitely the diverse culture, and I was fixed like I had to do masters in migration studies. So yeah, it was clear for me what courses I wanted to choose in.
Okay, and like you were fortunate enough that you also got that colleges and that courses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I think that okay, I also got that you have to research a lot. Then you have to choose the courses, subjects, what you have to do, the universities. But actually, what will be the process once you are confirmed, like you are ready for it, like what to do, then what subject to choose, which university to choose, then what are the process after this?
Okay, if you talk about the documentation process, you'll firstly have to have a passport. Okay, so as soon as you decide your course, your university, just two intake. One is on January and second is September intake. That's the two intake universities have. And it also depends upon the courses as well. Some courses don't take January intake, so you have to come only in September intakes. Once you figure all these out about the universities and everything, you simultaneously you apply for your passport, and you should start applying to the universities if their applications are open. So directly jump into it and apply for the courses you wanted to do. And then the most important part comes is definitely figuring out your finances. So a lot of people take in loan, come here, do their studies, and simultaneously they do part time, or if they don't want to do, they complete their studies, and then after they repay the loan. But I would not say that is a very good option to do, seeing the market and the high in cost of the courses these days. The courses varies in different tuition fees. If you see, some courses will range from obviously 18,000 pounds to 30,000 to 40,000. So there's a range of tuition fee you have to pay depending upon what courses you are choosing. And it can be a very high burden for a student if they don't have a very strong financial background. And I would not suggest to take loan, come here and do masters until and unless you are very confident of yourself that you are going to pay, or you can manage to pay anyhow. You can repay the loan by yourself. Unless you have that confidence, don't come here out of the blue and just think that somehow I can do it. No, that doesn't happen. Because if you're studying in development studies, if you go back to India, you firstly see the situation of the NGOs. So whoever will provide you an employment, they will definitely gonna pay you not equivalent to what you will get in UK, but definitely in the very average margins, which is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, in that range. So I would say, like, think judiciously if you wanted to take a loan. But otherwise there are a lot of scholarship options available, like the Chevening scholarship, MGOS for Jharkhand, and there are other state government scholarships as well. Then there's NOS, there's Felix, Rhodes scholarship especially for Oxford. Then there's a Commonwealth shared scholarship, and a lot more. Actually, you can also get a scholarships from universities depending upon which course and which university you are choosing. So figuring out finances will be the most important thing as a student if you wanted to come here in UK and wanted to study here. So yes, and then the further documentation will be after you get an offer letter and you receive your finances or manage your finances. Then you will have to apply for a visa and prepare yourself coming in here. And while applying to any universities, they might ask you like your graduation transcripts, and they can also ask you the English compulsory test results, which is IELTS. You can also bypass this if your university allow. Again, it's depend upon university to university. So some university waiver your IELTS. So they, if you say like you have studied from an English medium university, or your medium of instruction was in English throughout, then definitely some universities waiver of the IELTS, but then it depends. So be ready to give IELTS as well. IELTS is not cheap for those who are wondering. You have to score at least above 6.5 band. I would say 7 would be a safer zone. Some prestigious universities may ask for more than 8 band of IELTS score. So yeah, this is the case. Definitely you have to be ready with your passport, you have to figure your finances, you have to apply to the courses you wanted to enroll in. Prepare your SOP, statement of purpose, in advance. While application, they might ask you, and all your other documents like your previous graduation, whatever bachelor's you have done, you have to provide your certificates and transcripts.
Okay. So like it's really a lengthy process, like a lot of paperwork, documentations, and also you have to prepare for some tests, and the application plus scholarship is the most important part, I think. Like from which sources you have searched, YouTube, Google, or what sources you have used, that which university to choose, any of the seniors you asked what you did?
So I relied on personal connections. I had a lot of seniors who were already doing masters abroad, and then obviously you will have to go through the government websites in order to verify those details and things. So yeah, those were helpful. And then joining some kind of a forum where a lot of people who have experience of studying outside, or maybe who has someone who is outside, like say for example, if their family member is already studying or working somewhere outside, they have a fair knowledge about visas, application process. And also if someone is studying and they know them, then they can ask them like the details. So joining a forum is also a good way to communicate and boost your knowledge. You can ask anything in the forum and people can reply. Either you can join a Discord channel, a Facebook group, or a Telegram one, or an WhatsApp one, depending upon whether you find it in which place.
Okay, so much to do.
Yeah,
It's so
definitely.
much.
You have to chase people, get the information from different sources, and you need to verify it. You have to be very sure about the information you are receiving is correct. Otherwise, for us being a first generation learner, there is a wide gap, and you really become very confused because this is a kind of a step which is very big for you. And yeah, I mean, you have to try and get in touch with as much people as you can.
Because yeah, I think in this video, like people are very curious that how they can also get platforms from where they can get the help and
Yeah,
support.
there's a lot of organizations, senior groups who help students in getting a scholarship, but you have to be very sure that you wanted to get into it. Otherwise, if you are thinking like, I will attend it, I will crack a scholarship, I will get into the university, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.